Hey guys, welcome to the Hampshire Business Show 2023, which is taking place next month at the Ageas Bowl Stadium in Southampton. And I'm really excited today. I'm back with Baldi Burak from Burak IT, and we're having a conversation before we get on this because me and Baldi have been doing these interviews every year, probably for the last 4 or 5 years. Baldi, does that sound about
That's
right?
correct. Yeah.
4 or 5 years, and every year without fail, we hop on these. But Baldi today is going to give us a bit of an introduction to his business, what they do, who they help. So Baldi, I think the best place to start, really, do you mind us introducing Burak IT and what you guys do?
Yes. So Burak IT is an IT services and support company in West End, Southampton. And we look after startups up to small businesses. So we've got a specialist space because we're a small business, and we, as a result, it means that we can provide services that are tailored to really small businesses, small business budgets, but having the great knowledge of large enterprise that we can bring some of the best solutions to the small businesses, as well as the best talent to the small businesses. So small businesses get treated like massive enterprises, if you want to see it that way. And we scale between it's not just the Office 365 we do the telephone systems, we do the hosting services, web hosting, a bit of cybersecurity, as well as having a partnership of other businesses we can work alongside with, so that the small businesses feel like they're working with a huge conglomerate, shall we say. So
Nice. And what are the common challenges that you find that small businesses face, which sometimes they might not even be aware of when it comes to their IT?
So with small businesses, one of the biggest things is that you can have some small businesses that have a high churn rate of staff. So there's that constant, we need to get somebody up and running quickly. Or there will be something where, budgets are tight and they need a solution that can just work, without having to, wait a few days for new equipment to arrive. So we have to come up with ways that we can get somebody up and running, have a plan B in the background as well, a few days later, while minimizing disruption. And working with small businesses, because there's fewer people, it just takes one person who's the genius of the team to be out for a day, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
So think of it like Mitchell and Stones. If Josh is away, what do people do? It's like, oh no, Josh is away. He's had his wedding.
Get more work done.
They might get more work done, or they'll be like, oh, Josh did this, Josh did that, Josh did this. So with small businesses, even in our team, it's like you get so much more exposure. So we try and make sure that the knowledge is spread, regardless of if it's in our team or the teams we work with at our customers. We make sure that we can keep the ship steady.
Yeah, got you. And obviously, I know a big topic in your world at the minute is, people talking about cybersecurity. It seems to hit the news more than ever lately. Big companies being hacked, or the NHS being hacked, etc., and data being used for ransom, really, in terms of payments and stuff like that. So, and I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but especially in the cybersecurity space for small businesses anyway, sometimes it's not really a, yes, you see it on the news, but I think sometimes the mindset is, well, who's going to hack us? Or the mindset is not so much kind of who's going to hack us, but it's like it's almost like it's not a problem until it becomes a problem, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So have you got any advice around that for small business owners?
So I know some of the industries talking about, it's not just your passwords. Well, the first thing we would say is focus on making sure your passwords are secure, making sure that you're not reusing passwords, and then making sure your equipment is locked. You do have timeouts. because we walk away from our computers for a certain amount of time, but then you forget that you left it logged in and you've gone out of the office. And guess what? You're not returning until the next day. So your computer's left open, unlocked overnight, and somebody's got remote access into it without even needing to know your password. So, first thing is make sure, you do have secure passwords. Make sure you do have lockout policies, and then make sure there's software running to detect vulnerable software, malicious software, stop remote access where necessary, because there's a lot of software that remote access can just run. And realistically, you want somebody to say yes locally without that unattended access. So, we have a product which, I'm not here to sell products over a video, but there are tools out there that businesses can use, and even in a home environment where you can isolate threats locally to a computer, because the benefit of having that is that it doesn't spread. With ransomware, it's going to spread to the server. From the server, it's going to spread to the next server or the next computer, and your whole network's down. And you hear those stories where a business goes down because the entire network is down because of this threat, and people can't pay that ransom.
Yeah.
And their business lives on that data. And then off a side project is make sure your data is backed up as well. So all of these things are tying together. But likewise, we talk about ransomware. Sometimes people don't talk about backups enough. What if somebody just stole all your equipment? You've lost everything. It wasn't a ransomware, it was just a theft. So
it's interesting. I don't think, like, it's one of those things, like I said earlier, it's like it's sometimes the mindset is it's only a problem when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
But obviously, I take it, obviously, this can be things that you can kind of speak to our visitors about at the Hampshire Business Show. And
that's correct.
What kind of things, just summarising some bullet points from you, really, like, what kind of things could you kind of entertain the conversation on when it comes to IT, if anyone's got any kind of inquiries, etc.?
So the conversation is bespoke. There's no one answer for everyone, because you can start talking about something and somebody will be like, yeah, I already know that. But then the next person that comes along doesn't know any of this. And then you'll be to somebody else, you'll be talking about backups and be like, they didn't know this. Somebody else, you'll be talking about cybersecurity. I didn't know this. Somebody else will be talking about lockout policies. I didn't know this. So just engaging with the person and finding out what they do know, and then finding out what they don't know, and then help fill that gap.
Yeah.
It's like marketing. We might know what to write on our website, but we not have the skills to do the graphics design. So it's until you've spoken to that person, there's no one answer fits all solution. So
that's it.
Even a 2-minute conversation at our stand, it can go a long way, and it could be enough to make you think about what you want to do going forward.
Yeah. And guys, you can meet Baldeep and the team at the Hampshire Business Show on Thursday, the 19th of October. And if you're not registered for your free ticket yet, head to hampshirebusinessshow.com. We're literally around the corner now. So we'll catch you guys in October. Come and meet Baldeep and the team for an awesome jam-packed day. And we look forward to seeing you all there. Baldeep, thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to hearing the conversations you have about cybersecurity and other things at the show. Thank you.
Look forward to it. And you can find us on the stand on the left-hand side as you come in. So
you will never miss that polo top.
As well as that, yeah.
That's it. See you guys in October. Take care.
Thank you. Cheers.